not done.
No, I'm not done. Let me list.
No,
so you're jeering on my recommendations.
Give him the good old check marks.
Then we get on the trip, and first thing I'm noticing is the fact that when we drove, we stopped at I wrecked the car a little bit. I got out of the car to go to the store. I come back, the car has moved. I'm thinking I've been ditched. Next thing I know, 2 cameras come out the corner. You're asking me what happened. He's in my face with the camera saying, my God, you screwed up, you fucked up. My emotion is going from you just got ditched by guys you're going on your first RV trip to. You don't need all your bags, your wallet and everything is in that car. These guys could be on your way to San Francisco.
Let me
finish what I'm saying.
We moved out.
Let me finish what I'm saying. These guys could be on their way to Sacramento, San Francisco, wherever they're going, and your wallet is in there. Listen, I wouldn't put anyone in that predicament. Before I move the car, I would tell a person we're moving around the corner. Give me a second. I would not make you sit there and wonder what these guys.
We were blocking
Let me tell you something, Sam. Let me just tell you something.
We were blocking
Let me just tell you something.
It was Paul that moved it. Why
do we look like we're arguing? Why do we look like we're arguing? We're not arguing.
I didn't move anything.
I'm stating my points. You're listening. When I'm done, you speak.
But there's too many points for me to address. Can we just?
He asked me, give us the 9 points that Sam did against you. I'm going down my list.
I'm not going to be able to remember everything to reply to. Can I reply to the fact of not wanting him to come on the RV trip in the first place, and then we can.
But it's not that debate. We're not going. Listen, you're trying to defend yourself, right?
Let him say his point.
But you see, here's what's going to happen.
I'm going to forget everything.
I know what you're saying. You don't want me to go too far because you don't want to miss number 1. I understand. What I'm trying to say to you is simple. They exist. And because they exist, when you're involved with things I am doing, I am skeptical or apprehensive. And most of the time, unsubscribed if I can. You see? So what you're judging as me coming to a dungeon stream.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
You don't know what I'm saying. Let me slow down.
No, let me just reply to your first thing. It was perfect. The first part was perfect.
Let him say his point.
Look. The reason why I was a little anti-EBZ coming on the first RV trip was you turned up at Paul's house and he's giving you this huge opportunity to be part of this RV trip where there's going to be loads of us generating a lot of money, a lot of views and get very, very successful, okay? And we did. We all walked away from that trip we got way more views than we normally did. We got
all the benefits.
Way more money than we normally did.
All the benefits. You don't have to list them. We know.
And what EBZ's thought was, how much are you going to pay me to be the driver?
Bingo. Therein lies our discrepancy, right? You are in tune with this YouTube world. I am in tune with my life. Before I came on that RV trip, let me just rephrase it. The whole live streaming thing for me started after I met this guy in an Uber trip. I was his Uber driver. I never watch, and even now, I barely watch live streams. I stream, I watch movies. If something interests me in a live stream, I will zoom into it. But I have so many, I'm usually writing songs. I'm not watching videos. That being said, I know nothing about what you know when it comes to I knew nothing about what you knew when it came to this live streaming world. That's why I would have the audacity, because that's what you would call it.
You've been live streaming longer than me, and I knew.
God damn it, let me finish what I'm trying to say. That's, when I met you, I was sniping Ice again.
Yeah.
Bingo. So, I knew nothing about again. When I first met him, it was in the Uber trip. After that, we barely interacted. Months later,
you made a song at least, so you must have been.
Yeah, I made a song, but we barely interacted. I made a song.
We actually didn't really interact.
Even for the song, I just made the song. Okay. So I knew nothing about what you knew. That's why I would dare. Because the truth of the matter is, with what I know now, if I brought somebody to the story, I would tell them, don't ask for money because you'll be good. You'll be good. You don't have to, this is one of the best situations because we're self-generating businessmen, right?
Yeah.
Thanks to being around him, we're able to be self-generating businessmen. When you know that, you cannot come here asking for money, right? But if you come asking for money, you probably don't know that. You don't know what we know. That's why I'm saying, am I gonna get $1,000 for 7 days? Dude, you have a phone, you're streaming, trust me, 7 days is the least you worry.
We did tell you that, and you fought it.
I didn't know, so of course I'm crossing, dotting my I's and crossing.
You can stream, you can make money.
I know, but that's why I asked.
You said it doesn't matter, you pulled out your phone, you worked out how much you work.
He's leaning, he's trying to lean into Uber. Listen to this carefully. You're trying to lean into a person who is ignorant towards your point, the lifestyle. So you're leaning into his actions which portray his ignorance towards the lifestyle. I'm telling you,
you can't
it was an ignorant response.
Though, and I feel
no
like
one is falling.
to.
Listen to me carefully. You see, that's why we have a discrepancy, because in this conversation, I gave a point which should substantiate what I'm feeling. You are trying to brush off the point just to lean on the fact that, yeah, you're just being ungrateful. I'm telling you, when you saw me portray ungratefulness,
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was getting into. But you're saying, fuck what you did not know.
We were trying
I
to
saw
tell you.
ungrateful. I was telling you, you should have listened, you should have believed me, because I was telling you. I don't give a fuck what someone is telling me. I don't really care what people are telling me. I base it
I know
on
you
checks
don't,
and
and I think
balances.
that's the problem.
No, that's not the problem, because
That
at
is
the
the
end of the
problem.
day, when things go left field, I have to be able to count for what I did. If someone asks me, why did you do it? I can't say, Sam told me.
This
I have
is,
to say, I did it because I thought, I saw, I believed. I can't say Sam, Ice told me, because if things go left field, Ice and Sam are not there, I have to stand up with my opinions and views.
Yo, guys.
And that's quite pathetic of you not to even want to explain it to the person who is wondering. That's pathetic of you when the person is telling you, I don't understand this, or I'm still. Listen, let me just say one thing. Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. I see an Uber driver. Please, let me say one thing. This is
Order in the car.
one last thing. I see an Uber driver looking at his phone to do checks, and he's like, oh, this plus this, maybe I'll make. That's an average guy trying to make ends meet. Trust me, but you don't know what I know, because when I see people who have money, they would look at you and say, dude, put that shit away, that's nothing, come this way. They would make you realize, you know what, your checks and balances.
We tried to say that to you.
You're sitting here trying to express to me how I didn't listen to what you said that day.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one point. Let me go on then,
Yeah,
since you have a rebuttal for that one.
Okay, hold on. Order in the car. Listen, this is what we're gonna do, okay? For a halftime. I'm gonna turn on the TTS speaker, and we're gonna see what the general consensus of the jury is at the moment. Okay? So far, we're gonna see what the general consensus of the jury is. For my consensus as the judge, I think that EBZ has some good points. He didn't really know about live streaming, so when he asked for money,
we went on another trip where I paid $1,500 to be on the damn trip.
Yes.
Okay, this is right after we did the first one where I was asking for $1,000.
Yes.
Okay, I am still the same Uber driver with an increased awareness of what's happening around me now.
Increased awareness.
I just don't think.
You still just don't think.
Hold on.
Well,
That's
you
the
just said
discrepancy.
so.
Hold
so that
on.
means something.
Hold on, guys. Listen.
I don't think
Listen.
his ignorance is valid because he's been doing it longer than me, and I
Even
realized.
you. Listen, okay, thank you for bringing that point up. Your first stream, how much did you make?
Probably like nothing. I didn't have TTS on.
Okay, the first time you streamed with Ice, how long had you started streaming before you streamed with Ice?
Nothing, guys. The first.
Your first stream was with the IRL God.
Yeah, the same.
Bingo!
The
Thank
same as
you.
you, right?
Guess my first stream.
Oh,
Guess what my first stream was.
It's not an EBZ
Ice?
and Pepper
Actually,
guy.
please, man,
We
let me
wouldn't do
say
that.
this.
Go away, you snake. You're ruining the community.
My first stream, Ice, we met in the car. Guess when I started streaming?
Let's be nice.
I
Ice
met
is
you
a
one
real
day.
scumbag weasel here.
I met you one
Be
day,
nice.
Ice. Listen to this.
Be
I met you
nice.
one day.
Ice is toxic.
Yeah, I mean, that's Sam.
Come on, guys, let's finish this conversation. This is beautiful.
I'll give my channel to Sam.
I'm actually loving this. I'm
I
loving it.
don't know what the fuck is going
Please,
on.
you have to mute that. Let me finish.
No, this is the point of him.
This is. I want the jury to see what the general consensus is.
Because
I
this
want
is
their
so
opinions
sideways.
on what's going on.
The guy who starts streams with Ice is criticizing
No.
the
Yeah,
guy
you didn't
who
name
streamed
our
for like
cast for money.
5-6 months by himself. Then he got started hanging with Ice.
Wait, listen
We're
to
on
it.
2 different levels, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm used to doing this thing in the closet by my damn self.
Hold on, listen to
To
it.
be on set, fuck both EBZ and Sam Omegalol quitter.
Hold on, just listen. We'll play the other one, Jacob, the one that was when he was talking. Just listen to it and respond to it.
All 3 of you are guilty of being retards.
How should I reply to that one?
Not that one. Hold on. The other one. Give it a sec. Is it replaying?
There's more before that, and they have to go.
Thought you did. All right. So
Just let them play.
this is my general consensus of the argument is EBZ is slowly.
Prosecution, I think you take things too seriously. Defendant, 25 breathless minutes of screaming and rambling.
Okay.
I think EBZ is slowly gaining awareness.
EBZ needs to follow the 20 words or less rule to prove a point. He says so much redundant shit. Ice told him to change his mentality. His whole argument is based on keeping his mentality. The underlying issue is simple. EBZ has pride as a man and takes everything seriously, but CX Network thrives off self-deprecation, memes, and humor. He's a good guy at heart,
what
but
I've
he
been
simply
trying to
doesn't
say.
fit in.
That's what I've been trying
What do you
to
think
say.
about
Took the
that?
$20 BTW. Asked for a cut of EBZ calm 5 minutes
serious?
after trying to quit the
Is that what you're
challenge.
saying? I'm saying when anyone is insecure, they would take themselves seriously. You get to
Are you
get to
insecure?
loosen up.
No one
when
cares
you're-
about
when
this.
you're more
Ed is a
secure.
terrible
And when
human.
I say secure, I mean
Steals
if
from
I'm working
Buick.
with you,
Dimes and
secure
dashes on
There'll be
purpose.
certain
Drives
people
like
I'm
an
working
idiot.
with, I'm
He's been
secure what
arrested
we're
for
doing.
hitting someone
Certain
with his
people I just
car.
don't trust
He's
too well.
people's Uber
So when
food.
they're involved, I'm insecure.
Get boo
know?
does that every strike
I mean, look at the kind of arguments I'm
has
having
been
with the guy,
doing
and I'm
nothing but
telling him how
throwing
I
a
felt.
hissy
He's
fit
telling me,
for
no,
the
you
last
didn't feel that
hour.
way.
Okay, hold on, EBZ. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just 20 words or less. What do you think about the taking too seriously thing?
I support
You
the
shouldn't
blacks.
take yourself too seriously.
Sam
first.
always looks down on people like Mexican Andy.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't take yourself too seriously. And if you do take yourself too seriously, you want to tone that down. So if I have,
Are
I
you-
apologize.
are
and
you-
I'm trying to tone that down.
Are you insecure?
Not as a person. In certain circumstances.
Okay.
When I don't have all the information.
Why did you ask for performance fee pay weeks? I thought you learned you don't need to get paid. You're later, why did you ask for performance fee pay weeks? I thought you learned you don't nay.
What's he talking about?
He said, why did you ask to get paid for a performance? I thought you don't get paid.
Where? When? Which performance did I ask for money for?
I don't know.
After the dungeon stream, and Ice had just made like $7,000 or something for EBZ Con, and then on top of that said he's gonna put in his own money. Then your instant reply to how much money Ice is gonna put into making this event for you, then you go, and of course I'm gonna get a cut from the ticket sales. And for me, when I watched it, I was like, ow, no way. Like, Ice just talked about, Ice just spent all
Okay,
this money.
like, I like
wait,
this. I like
let
this.
me,
This is
let me
beautiful.
speak then.
Speak.
Ice just spent all this money setting up this stream down in the room. 'Cause
EBZ
I set it up, I
slash
know how
Sam
much
and the
that
CX
costs.
Network will love you.
On top of that, he said he's going to put in his own cash.
Right.
It's true.
On top of that,